Gonna do a rant today. Gonna do a rant. Gonna do a rant for Dwarvenkegger. Yeah. Dwarvenkegger. Holy God, it's bright. Hey guys, welcome to Dwarvenkegger. It's Rob. It's time for another car rant. So, I just want to say that today's rant is going to be part one of 4, maybe 5. So, we're going to talk about George Romero zombie films. That's the focus of this one. So I'm going to try to do my best to keep it as close to 10 minutes as possible, but it's going to be a little difficult. Anyway, guys, without further ado, let's get right into Night of the Living Dead. So I saw Night of the Living Dead for the first time when I was in high school. I actually saw the original Night of the Living Dead after I saw the Tom Savini 1990 remake of Night of the Living Dead. Fantastic movie too. Scared the dog piss out of me, if I'm honest. I'm desensitized to horror films now. It doesn't happen very often where I get scared. Anyway, so with my first screening of this movie, I didn't quite get it. Myself being a horror movie fan, the zombies, they weren't scary like the ones from like his 1979, Dawn of the Dead. They weren't scary like his 1985 Day of the Dead. Those zombies, the Day of the Dead zombies were friggin' terrifying, and that's the truth. So at first I didn't like it. I thought it was stupid. It was really slow. It wasn't the suspenseful that I'm used to. So I was just, I put it on the back burner. I said, fuck it. I said, let's look for a different set of zombie movies that I could like. And then, obviously, getting into the George Romero films outside of Night of the Living Dead, like Night Riders and Monkey Shines and stuff like that, I really started to see just how good of a visionary and director he really was. God rest his soul. Was is not the word I wanted to use for him, With that being said, when I rewatched Night of the Living, well, let me just touch on some of the things I didn't like about the first one. The first one, unbelievably slow. The zombies, which they don't call zombies in the movie, are very super slow moving, way more slow moving than what you would expect from like a normal zombie. I know that they're slow, but I'll be damned if they're that fucking slow. The other big thing for me is, we have, so I didn't like, spoiler alert, if you've never seen it, probably now would be a good time to skip ahead like 30 seconds. But I also didn't like the fact that the lead character died. The male lead character got killed. I didn't like that. I thought that was dumb. I thought that was just a little too much. And growing up, I didn't understand you know, the whole racial tension thing or anything like that. My parents were very very open. You know, we never talked about racism and stuff like that, so I just assumed everybody got along, right? Well, about about the 4 minute from the end mark before credits roll, you know, he comes back up from the basement and he sees the guys and he's doing one of these deals, and the next thing you know, they fucking shoot him, and that's pretty much how the movie ends. Well, that rubbed me the wrong way. I don't like it when the hero or the protagonist in the movie gets killed. I think that it's fucking dumb, and I thought it was stupid. Rewatching it, it's a fucking masterpiece. It's very heavy on the social constructs of the time. You know, you get a lot of the Vietnam War. You get a lot of the just disdain for essentially the group mentalities, like governments and stuff like that. It really brings out a different color of animal when it comes to how the movie set the groundwork to be so badass. So just absolutely beautiful, the way that everything was done, the way that everyone enjoyed what they were doing. It was just amazing. And I think that if you guys ever get a chance, that you really should sit down and watch it. Now, don't necessarily sit down and watch it, you know, with this thought that you have to like it, because you don't have to like it. It's not one of those movies where you absolutely have to like what you see. People are dumb. Yeah, there's an ambulance coming. You're supposed to get over. That's a rant for a different time. So with that being said, the amount of just balls that George Romero and his producers, his soon-to-be wife, and you know, all of these people just had in order to do this movie was just amazing. And you know, like one of the cool things is it wasn't even considered Night of the Living Dead. I think it was called Night of the Creeps to start with, which we'll get into that later. There was no profitability in that because they didn't copyright the name, so a lot of people use Night of the Living Dead for a lot of just really stupid movies. But it's a fantastic movie in my eyes, because it is just, it takes on the culture of the time, and it really does it in a cool way. So if you guys ever have a chance to check it out, I recommend watching it. Like I said, it is a little slow, and that is the God's honest truth. It is slow. Okay, the speed limit is 70, not 50. So if you have a chance to, please check it out. So next week we will be running a rant on one of my all-time favorite movies, Dawn of the Dead. Not the stupid fucking remake, but the original 1978 version with George Romero. If you ever have a chance, or 79, 78, 79, if you ever have a chance to watch the original in a movie theater, it's awesome. Alright guys, like, subscribe, hit that little bell at the bottom, follow us on Instagram, and all of the other fun little things that we have, Facebook, all that shit. If you have a chance and you get a wild hair up your ass, you know, we would love for you guys to check out our Patreon. You know, we're a private organization. You know what I mean? We don't necessarily have the ability to really take the whole getting paid from YouTube thing yet. So check it out, guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Please comment down below. Let me know what your favorite horror movie is. And then if you could, please say hi. I love it when you guys say hi. We all do. Anyway, guys, cheers.